just want to say, look, again, it's Mother's Day. We second Christmas over here. I'm just letting everybody know now. Do not wait until the last minute to come get a haircut. You know it's gonna be busy this weekend. Let right now. Second Christmas is coming. Come get your haircut now. Do not wait till Saturday. Gonna be here on Sunday. So I'm just letting y'all know now. Come to the Cut Lounge right now, 6401 Bel Air Road, or visit our website, thecutlounge.com. Sorry for the promo. No. You want to put anything on TV you want to see? No. Sure.
Demo 2 weeks out, so there's a waiting list because man, we have more investor now. We want to make sure we take care of each and every single one really, really well. You know, so here's 2 more AI agents that we're currently building right now. That once they're complete, we're gonna give it to our early AI Dream Team investors who get in early before they're built at no cost. So another one that we're building is AI Nova. Once again, I know you guys don't want to do anything anymore. I don't either. So my VA that's right now that's helping me running the Facebook ads, we no longer need to do it because Facebook AI Nova will be your Facebook ad manager. She'll be the one who helps you set it up, launch it, run it, manage it. Without you just need to approve the ads and how you go do it. I could easily charge $1,000 for her, easy a month for business owner. But we're giving that to our early AI Dream Team investor at no cost. So now you got 4 AI agents for less than what you would pay for one VA. Next, we're also building AI Atlas. You guys need to understand each AI agent we built. I put a lot of thoughts, a lot of time, a lot of effort, and we hired the best software engineer. He's Asian. just get he's Asian, okay? And it cost me 10 to 50K to build this AI agent. If you want to go build one, bro, dude, AI is easy to build. But if you want to build a good one, man, you need to hire the best of the best and understand the game. So the next one is we built AI Atlas. What is Atlas? It's going to be your off-market deal finder. So imagine he's going to be your basically virtual D for D. So imagine you don't have to drive around and look at all the rundown houses and all the actors. What if you can just push a button and AI Atlas can scan through the whole entire zip code, the whole entire city, the whole entire county, even the whole entire state. Houses for you and send it straight to your CRM or straight to your inbox. Within minutes, you will get hundreds or even thousands of rundown houses that you can now target, my friend. You can now send them a text blast, and then now that they don't have to check AI consent, they called in, AI asks, qualify the leads, AI scout, run the comps, AI Ryan, make the offer. Bro, it's not gonna get more systematized than this, dude. AI Atlas, I can easily charge $1,000 for it. But I'm gonna give it to all of my AI Dream Team investors who got in early at no cost. No cost. So now you have 5 AI agents that's literally working for you 24/7, 365 around the clock. And you only pay $9.97 a month. Come on.
Only pay $1,000 a month.
Honestly, that's why I tell Lon, I said, Lon, all we need to do is focus on building the best and making sure that it's producing results for our investor. They will come. Like, I know you guys.
$9.97 a month.
You either get in early or you want to get in late. and pay a higher premium price. Like I just know it because we have the best system right now and the best AI agents because they produce results. Period. End of the day comes down to it's got to produce you result and it got to make you money and it got to save you time. Those are the biggest things, my friend. Result, time, money. Done. I don't know if I'd be able to use this if I haven't made one deal still super new to the game. Mama, I'm sorry, man. Your guys' name is so weird, man. I can't pronounce your name, okay? But the answer is even if you're new, this system is for you. Why? Let me bring my Lisa on and let Lisa explain to you why. Let me call Lisa.
Hi, thank you for calling AI Dream Team. How can I help you today?
So Lisa, what if I'm new to the game? I've never done a deal before, but I do have the capital to spend. Is this AI systems? Is it still a good fit for me?
Yes, the AI Dream Team is designed to work for both experienced wholesalers and people who are just. The platform handles lead qualification, appointment setting, and even offer negotiation. So you don't need a big background in real estate to get value from it. If you have the capital and you're ready to take action, the system can help you ramp up quickly. If you want, you can join the next group demo to see exactly how it works before you commit. Want details on how to reserve a spot?
No, but I do want to know. I do want to ask. So, Lisa, can you break down what each AI agent will do for me?
Absolutely. I can break that down for you. Alex is a qualifier and appointment setter. She handles inbound calls, asks sellers about their property, and books appointments for you all day, every day. Scout is the deal analyzer. He crunches the numbers, figures out after repair value, repair costs, and tells you if a deal is worth pursuing. If you're on the business plan, you also get Ryan, who acts as your purchase manager and offer negotiator. She calls warm leads, negotiates offers, and only passes you the hottest deals. So even if you're brand new, the AI agents handle the heavy lifting for you. Want to hear more? Have another question.
No, I'm good for now, Lisa. Thanks. So before that, when you were brand new starting out, okay, you would have to learn how to generate leads. But now we'll show you how to do it with Facebook ads. So lead comes in, then you have to learn how do I qualify them? Now you got AI Alex that does that for you where you don't have to do it. Then you got to figure out, now I got to run comps. I got to figure out how to run comps.
There you go.
And then I got to know the market. Now you don't. You got AI Scout who run the comps. Then you'll be like, now somebody got to make the offer, so I got to learn how to talk and negotiate. But guess what? Now AI Ryan can also do that for you. And in the meantime, while the system is working, you can also learn it at the same time. Right? You can start educating yourself and start learning while the system is working for you. And all you really focused on, my friend, is this flow, selling the deal. But here's what we do for team investment. So let's just say you be like, Carl, I got the funds. I'm just going to feed it. I'm just going to feed the machine. I now will even offer where we will JV the deal for you. So once AI Ryan lock up the deal for you, and you're like, Kong, I don't have the time to find the buyer to sell the deal. I got so many other stuff going on. Just send it to your team, and this will only be exclusive for all of my AI Dream Team investor only. So there will be a button in your CRM when you click it, all the information, hit send, go straight to my team, my Dispo team. We'll take it, and then we'll market the deal, and we'll find you a buyer, and we'll do a JV deal with you. Like never before, man. This is a done for you wholesaling in a box. Never ever before that this was possible. And for those who are scaling up, I mean, it's a no-brainer, right? If you're scaling up, instead of hiring more VAs, you can get rid of it. You don't need VAs. So once again, if you're on Instagram or Facebook and you're like, Kong, I like it, let me know more about it. DM me the word AI and I'll send you the link, okay? If you're on TikTok, check the link in my bio. Okay, Asset Solutions said, can we customize it if we find a lead on what you mean by customize it? So let's just say if you want to customize or change the name of your AI, you certainly can. right? You're just being really picky and you're just creating more work. Like, dude, if that thing is working, I don't know about you, but why would you go change something? Trying to change something when it's already working. But once again, they are now your employer. So if there's certain things you want them to say, or you want to do something, my team will customize the agent the way that you want. So the answer is yes. Okay. I think that's it, right? I think I got all the questions answered. Okay. Once again, I appreciate each and every single one of you. Okay. Thank you so much. And once again, if you're watching, okay. One last answer here. This guy said my cousin is selling, but not ready to sell. You see here, this is the thing. So right here, if I were you, I'll be like, hey, I know that you're looking to sell, but you're not ready to sell. What if I tell you what if you can just get a cash offer now, so you have something on the table that when you're all ready to sell, you got a buyer, you're gonna buy in place. So what I would do if I were you is I would go to your neighbor and he'll be like, hey, give this company a call. You don't even have to say it's you. You don't even have to say it was you. Give this company a call. So they will call. They call to AI Alex. AI Alex will qualify them, book the appointment. AI Scout run the comp. Next thing, dude, you take that number, you plug into AI Ryan. AI Ryan will call that seller, your neighbor. They don't even need to know it's you. But I mean, if I were you, I'd be like, hey, our company can make you an offer if you want to. Why don't you give my assistant a call? Why don't you give my assistant Alex a call? Right? That way, when you are ready to sell, you do have an offer there. And then, dude, the AI will do the work. Bro, never before can that happen until today. Anyways, info's there. The choice is yours. I appreciate you guys here. Once again, for those of you who's going to be joining me and getting my AI system and becoming one of our AI Dream Team investors, I just want to let you know that buckle up, because man, you're gonna see how powerful this system is. And when you start to get leads comes in and AI and all the AI agents do all the work, you ain't gonna go nowhere. You'll be like, Kong, I wish I would have started this on April 1st and not wait until now. Okay? So whether you scale and take your wholesaling business to the next level with no employee, reduce your overhead, get the AI system in, workflow, follow-up automations. Love to work with you. If you're on YouTube, check the link in my description. Instagram, Facebook, comment, or DM me the word AI. TikTok, check the link file, or you can go to aidreamteam.io. I appreciate you guys. I'll see you guys on the next one. Until next time, take care. Let's crush this last half of 26, baby. Let's go get this. Hold me. Okay. Now I'm gonna hit the gym.
LinkedIn can't stop what's growing in the office fridge.
My eyes are watering.
I think you're making it mad.
Oh.
But we can help you grow in your career. LinkedIn is the network that works for you.
This is Arby's pulled pork and chopped brisket. This is the juicy result of slow smoking meat for up to 13 hours. And this is you forgetting time exists and getting lost in the sauce.
Arby's, we have meat.
Hey, I got a very, very special guest, another badass real estate investor. And man, I have the pleasure to meet this guy in person in Las Vegas. And I tell you, dude, however he is on camera that you guys see, he's better looking in person, but also too is the value that he brings to the table is absolutely incredible. So it's such an honor to bring him on the podcast today and let him share with you guys his story, how he went from nothing to now just crushing it, 7-figure, multiple businesses. Brian, what up, playa?
What's up, King K? How we doing today?
Hey, good, man. So before we even dive in, man, I just want to say, bro, you look good on the black, dude.
Oh, lots of shit.
Hey.
You know, I look good in white too.
Hey, you look good. Oh, come on. Okay, so Brian, first off, man, for those that don't know who you are, let's go ahead and give them a little backstory of how you actually got to where you are today, man?
Great question. So, I'm 34 years old. My name is Brian Trent. I'm born in Oakland, California. So, if you know Oakland, it's where the greats start because you have to be gritty, you have to be hungry, you got to be quick on your feet if you want to make it. Otherwise, you're going to get picked on and squished. Okay? So, I didn't come from nothing. And I'm going to tell you why I didn't come from nothing. I didn't come from nothing because my dad, what they lacked in money, they made up in love.
Ooh.
So I had love. I'm not gonna say that I was this neglected child. I didn't have two loving parents growing up. I didn't have that. So I want to thank them first, okay? But money was not something we had. My story is very similar to yours. My mom and dad left Vietnam, left everything, lost everything, came here, no English, no freaking skills, no nothing. Start over. My mom eventually was a waiter. Then she opened up a nail shop, typical Vietnamese, okay? In the hood of Oakland. I actually drove by the other day and I said, thank God we're no longer here, okay? My dad drove taxi, he did body shop work, he did anything he could to put food on the table. But that's it, nothing more. And that's all I could ask for. But the one thing they showed me was that if you work hard, you save your money, you can make it. Everything else, I gotta thank TV, because TV taught me to dream. Back then, we didn't have cable, but we had a show called 90210. That's Beverly Hills zip code. I don't know what the hell I'm watching. I just remember living in Oakland, we had bars on our windows and a gate on our door, and we didn't have a backyard, okay? And I just remember looking out and seeing, damn, I'm in a prison. And I see these kids in a convertible. And I said, shit, I gotta be there. And, the hustler mentality that Oakland creates in you, and then you pair that with the immigrant mentality, there was no way I wasn't gonna make it. So, long story short, I was terrible in school, but I was good at one thing, delegation, but they called it cheating back then.
Okay.
Very true story. High school, I had people do my homework. College, I had people do my tests, my essays. Just like today, you saw my team, right? But they don't call it cheating.
Right.
So, again, fast forward. My dad actually got cancer twice in my life. One time when I was 11. He beat it for about 6-7 years. He passed away when I was 18, 19. Forced to grow up. Okay, you don't have that father figure to back you up anymore. So you got to grow the fuck up. And I graduated college because that was his dying wish. And I didn't know, there was no way I was going to go get a job. I never had a job in my life. I'll be honest with you. I worked, but always for myself or selling stuff, but never like at a W-2.
Okay.
And so, man, I just remember graduating, about to graduate, and I'm like, what do I do? Do I go apply for a job and get paid, what, $4,000? I was a political science major, pretty much useless. Okay, like it's not like an engineer where you go out and get paid six figure. I was probably an admin for a law firm or a front desk at maybe the city hall. Mm-hmm. And so I said, what are we gonna do? Real estate. So the lucky thing was my older brother, who was about 4 years older than me, he got a license to sell real estate, and he was doing okay, right? And I said, okay, well, that's what we're gonna do. So I got my license, 21 years old, 21 years old, something like that. I graduated, Oakland, California, back to the roots, and I tried to sell real estate. My first year, luckily, thank you to God, I did $35,000 in commissions. Okay, not too bad.
Yeah.
But the skills I learned, and then, I'm already in real estate, and I just keep getting better. And that's all I wanted to do, and if I had known wholesaling and flipping and everything that we talk about today, mm-hmm. then I probably would have gotten more successful faster. But back then, this is 2013, 2014, nobody's talking about wholesaling, nobody's talking about flipping very much. So it was just, at the time, I got my inspiration through coaches. I've always had a mentor and coaches, and so we had Mike Ferry. He said, and I will say one thing: Mike Ferry taught me discipline. You know, I'm a kid from Oakland. I used to sleep in late. You know, do whatever the hell I want to do. No, he said you're gonna have discipline, a schedule, prospecting time. You know, the same stuff that everybody tells you to do to become successful. The difference is I did it, right? And you know, fast forward, I stacked my win, and then the Asian mentality of me made sure that I don't go blow my money. I'm very good at that. I mean, you can judge me now because I spend a lot now, but in comparison to what I make, it's nothing. But in the beginning, it's very important that you don't blow off your money. And here we are. Where do you want to start?
Yeah, dude, absolutely, man. I mean, listen, I was, so talk about the 90210, Brian. What's crazy is, so you're saying that TV shows give you the inspirations and the motivations to accomplish, the big goals, like to go for it. Like want to be rich. So Lon growing up, she would also look at all the magazines. So I guess your story, when it comes to that, dude, is very similar to Lon. You see, dude, for me, even though I see all that, but for me, dude, for some reason, dude, I never thought that I would ever make out at the W-2. Like, I literally thought that my whole entire life, bro, was going to work at the J.O. to B, and on the weekend, and go play poker with my family, and that's my life. But Lon, she grew up watching, seeing these magazine and yes, that and what is it? The other show was like MTV Crib.
Yeah.
She's like always fantasized about getting rich, getting wealthy, and all of that. So when I got in with her, man, I guess it's what pushes me to do what I do today for her. But I never thought, dude. But I would never thought that I would be here.
See, I'm a dreamer.
I think
God gave me. At one point, one was a curse.
Okay.
I actually found out that we were both blessings. Okay. He made me a dreamer, and he made me a little stupid. Okay, and I'll get to the stupid part. The thing about me is that I need to see to believe. And so if I see somebody living a lifestyle, then I know I can achieve it. It's just a matter of how and who. Okay, so when at that stage in my life, and I saw those kids in the convertible, and I'm looking at my situation, I said, that's not right. I can make this happen. When I was a realtor making $35,000 a year, and I used to go to these Mike Ferry conventions, and they would go on stage and say, I make $1 million a year, and you see the Rolex, you see the car, you see the nice suit. Something in me just goes, if they can do it, I can do it too.
Right.
Because I'm a dreamer. And today, if I see, for example, I said, I'm going to do wholesaling, right? I was a flipper, but I see you do it. I said, if he can do it, I can do it too. I'm a dreamer. Anything, every single company I have, it's because I've said, it's always a person. I said, if they can do it, I can do it. So that's the first, the dreamer. Then God made me stupid. Because if I was smart, I tell you this, if I was smart, and I mean like book smart, I could read, study, then I would overanalyze and never do anything. But because I'm a little stupid, I always say, if they can do it, I can do it too. And guess what? I end up, and I just do it.
I like that, man.
Is it a mess? Is it a shit show? All the time. All the time. But I'm not a quitter. And you get something long enough, you get good. And then now, like, I saw you do a podcast recently, and I think it was with Pineda, and you said, do you need to have 6-7 businesses making X, a little bit here, a little bit there? In most cases, I agree with you. Yes, you should not do that. You should not start too many things. But the reality is that at some point in your career, when the main thing becomes very good, and you have good operators, good people, good leaders, good partners, then you find the next set of partners, and then they build out the next set of businesses. But I think where people screw up is that they try to run 6 or 7 businesses. I don't run 6 or 7 other businesses. I own 6 or 7 other businesses than the people working.
I
But
see.
I learned that because I'm stupid. If I was smart, I'd be like, man, I do it all. I do it all.
Brian, I would I wanna, dude. You know what? I think this is something where I want us to talk about this later on because I want to challenge this theory. I got
Sure.
okay, but Ryan, how do you transition from going from a realtor to a flipper, and now you're obviously wholesaling nationwide?
Yeah. So I think the way I went from a realtor to a flipper is very different from how I went from a flipper to a wholesaler, and I'll explain why. The first thing was, it is from going from a realtor to a flipper, it's actually very easy because if you're a good realtor, a good listing agent, you already do what flippers do. So I was already, when I signed a listing, to get the maximum amount of money for my sellers, I would advise them and say, you need to paint, you need to do this renovation, you need to do staging. You pay, I will facilitate everything. I will manage everything. White glove service. Now, I remind you guys, if you're listening to this, I'm in San Francisco, the most expensive, market in the nation. So you have to really do tip-top services. Okay, so I was already doing that, and I made $700,000 a year as a top realtor. And then one day, back in 2016-17, I represented a flipper, and I remember it clear as day. I used to attend every single closing at the escrow office where we pop champagne, we take a picture of the key together. I used to look at the HUD statement or settlement statement, whatever you want to call it, and I would see, the line items, and I say Brian Tran commission $25,000, $25,000, baby. And you scroll all the way down at the bottom, and I saw the seller make $250,000, 10 times more than what I made. Did they do all the work? No, I managed the construction, I managed the negotiation, I did everything. That's when sometimes it clicks in your brain, and you say, okay, well, I need to stop doing this for other people. I need to start doing this for myself. And then the thing is that what you learn is that whatever you focus on expands. So I said, okay, well, let's stop focusing all my attention on being a top realtor. Let's focus a little bit towards flipping. And I found a deal. And I flipped that deal, and I was supposed to make $250,000. But of course, my very first flip, I screwed up a little bit. It took a little bit too long. But during that time, San Francisco market was exploding. I made $500-something thousand because the market just kept going up and up and up and up.
Let me see this.
And I looked at that check and I said, "Oh my God! For me to make $500,000 in real estate, I gotta sell $20 million
Like
in
your
production.
dad.
That's a lot of homes." And that's what I focused on flipping.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's it. And then the next flip made another $500,000. These were the heydays of flipping in San Francisco back then. Oh my God, like 2016, 17, 18, 19, everything was like a $400,000 or $500,000 spread.
So
Because-
how? Yeah. So Brian, so how is the real estate market different now versus then? In San
More
Francisco?
competitive, a lot more. You're competing against a lot of tech guys, so oftentimes they're paying almost as much as what we can pay, if not more, and so the margins are getting squeezed.
Okay.
So we just have to get better at finding deals.
Hmm.
So I knew that going in. I said, well, all right, I used to make $400,000 or $500,000. Now I'm making about 10% of ARV, anywhere from 150 to 250,000. Not bad, still good, but not what I'm used to.
Right.
And I said, there's a lot of risk, and I don't want to be all these chips when the market turn. It's turned a couple times since. Never taken an L. We've always been able to move quickly and pivot very
What's up,
quickly.
Mr. Matt?
But that's when I pivot to wholesaling. But the way I pivot to wholesaling is not so much how I pivoted from realtor to flipper, which was I already kind of had the skills, and it was just about a mindset shift. With wholesaling, it was who, not how. I don't know how. I did not know how. I really didn't. I didn't know the contracts. I didn't know nothing. I kind of knew a little bit. We wholesaled a couple here and there, but never at scale. The who was you.
Well,
Hey, I appreciate that shout out.
The who was you. I told you. I said, look, I think when I met you in January, we met up in January.
Yeah.
I had just launched it like end of November, something like that, right? We were kind of okay. We were doing like local stuff.
Yep.
Then I met you and you said run Facebook ads and do this, and then boom, look at us now. Full scale, baby.
Hey, so
Who,
so
not how.
hey, dude, I love it, man. So basically what? Okay, so Brian, who runs? Okay, so you still fix and flip in your local San Francisco market, because with you, if you want to do $1 million or $2 million a year, you don't have to do a bunch, right? You don't have to do a bunch because the spread is there. So you're telling me, so you got a team that runs your whole fix and flip operation.
I got a team that run the wholesale operation too.
Yep. So
Don't ask me technical questions. I still don't know it. Okay,
Right.
I don't know. You know, it's living proof. I don't jump in your meetings.
I hear you.
You know.
Yep.
That's the luxury of having money.
Yeah.
Okay, that's why I didn't blow my money. That's why I saved and I use that money to hire great people that can join your classes, learn, implement. I hire people, project managers, and I pay people well. I guess I don't make all the money, but I also don't do all the work. I can sit here at 1:17 p.m. and hop on a 1 hour, 2 hour podcast with you. That's what we do, baby.
I love it. So Brian, let's talk about your wholesaling operations. So how many team members do you have on there?
Okay, so we have under the flip division, they're kind of all together. So
Nice.
there is Ray, who's my CEO.
Yep.
Brandon is legal counsel. Obviously, a lot of paperwork. He has to approve it and all that stuff.
Yep.
Mia is COO. So
Okay.
there's 3. We have Fernando, Alex Kim, Isaiah. We have Chinmay, Alex Martin, and Perry and you. So 7 acquisition guys. I know it's a lot. You're probably wondering like why so much? Because it some of them only focus locally.
Okay.
So Chinmay, Alex Martin, and Isaiah and Fernando, they are local.
Okay.
And we have the wholesale, the nationwide wholesaling, because that's a different beast too.
Yep.
So then like 2 or 3 of them focus only.
What's up, bro?
Okay, so that's kind of how I structured it. And every day, Mia and Ray do the team huddles, 10:30 every day. They do the KPI check-ins every week.
So Brian, so how many business are you, like how many business, I shouldn't say you run, but how many business do you own?
We're at 9 companies right now.
Holy sh!
But hold on, I know, you're gonna be like, oh my God, where do you do the time?
Right.
I only really focus my energy on 2 companies.
Okay.
Everything else, they have CEOs and everything like that, they run without me. So to name a few, the other thing is that they're also very ancillary. Okay, so they're not different.
Okay.
Think about it this way, okay? So again, I was a realtor, so I grew a brokerage. We have a little under 70 agents, 5 offices, $315 million in sales last year. Okay, you don't make a ton of money there, but you do make some money, right? Because the way you make money on agents is you know they sell and then you take a split. But don't forget, those agents are the same agents that funnel a lot of flips to me. So you don't make a lot there, but they send 1 or 2 flips a year. You make all the money.
Yeah, true.
Okay? So then naturally, we have the flipping. So that's business number 2, because that brokerage throws off deals.
Yep.
But also when I list my flips, I don't 2.5% commission.
Right.
Our average flip sells for 1,516. That's $30,000-$40,000 in listing fees.
Yep.
Okay. So I have to have the brokerage. It saves me a lot of money. But also I can control like that my properties are getting listed correctly, marketed correctly, negotiated correctly. Property management is also another big one. Good money, recurring revenue every single month. Not like sales. Sales is like they sell a lot, you make nothing. Property management makes a lot. We used to refer out so much because we would help people buy multifamily, 4-unit, 5-unit, 6-unit, and then they'd be like, "Oh, do you have a good property manager?" We used to refer it.
True.
But I'm like, why are we referring it? Because also when you refer it out, when they're ready to sell, they don't always call you. They ask the property manager, hey, do you have a good realtor? They forget about you.
Yes,
So keep it in house. So that's the third company. The wholesale is the fourth. Obviously natural. You know how to flip. You know how to wholesale. You know how to analyze good deals. So it's not different. You see?
Yep.
And then we have obviously the rental portfolio. We have a bulk there, but guess who manages the rental portfolio? The property management company that we own. Okay. So now that's 5. The brokerage. We always need listing photos. We always need marketing videos. So I own the media company.
Okay.
Right?
Yep.
So, we do $313 million in transaction. You think about how, that's enough to funnel that company. Every time you pay locally in the Bay Area, it's like $400 or $500. Bring it back in house, baby. Okay, so that's 6. And then the VA company. I own a virtual assistant company. That's probably one of my biggest company I don't talk about. But I started that back in 2017 because, same thing. I hired from another company and they were shit. And then I said, look, if they can do it, I can do it too. Remember that?
Yep.
So we have the VA company. And then the only random business that I have really is the coffee shops.
Okay.
But my partners do a great job of running that, and it does very well in San Francisco and Oakland. I just scaled back. We used to have 4 locations, we're down to 2, right? But that's the most random, but it's nice because every day, I get paid every day,
Love it.
So that's kind of, and then I'm missing like the personal brand. Obviously, there's like the coaching and stuff involved too, but we're not talking about anything different. It's just, but you see how it's like kind of all together. So it's not like I have to learn how to do something different. It's just the same shit. We do it already.
Yep. Yeah. Okay. Man. Okay. So Brian, I want to now ask you, obviously you're in your mid-30s. So how important it is for, if you were to give a piece of advice to someone that's in their 20s or in their 30s, looking to be like, you know what, if I start, I want to be in Brian's position one day if I'm in my mid-30s or whatever it is. What advice would you give to that person?
Do one thing first until you become an expert and you make money hand over fist before you start jumping. That's the first. Second advice, after you master that, is the who, not how. So when you build something, you don't build by saying, how can I do this? No. You build it by saying, who can do this? And then you give them either equity or you give them, but they have to put up money though. Okay. I never allow a partner to jump in into an equity stake without putting up money. It doesn't have to be a lot, but it has to be a lot to them.
You gotta have skin in the game.
They gotta have skin. So I mean, I've had people put 10,000 in, which to you and me, shit, nothing.
Okay, right.
But to them, that's everything. And I don't give them 50%. No way. I give them like, if the company costs 100,000 to start up, you get 10%. But you walk away, I take that 10% becomes mine. So that's the first, who, not how. And then the last part that I would say to become successful like me is to have delayed gratification and for as long as possible, but not to buy, whatever you want, but to actually take that capital and deploy it on people. Buying people's talent. I mean, how do you think Apple's become one of the greatest companies? They have money to hire the best people. And so if you don't have money, you need some money to actually hire people, right? And then, realistically, I think this is going to go against a lot of people, but to build a team, a strong team, strong culture with the right people. Because I'll tell you something. If you haven't gone through a health scare,
Okay.
it's only a matter of when.
Yeah.
Okay?
Yeah,
You can't control it. You can be healthy. I was healthy. But I have a scar right here. Ready? November 2024, I will never forget that month, that year. I was gone for the whole month, not on vacation, in a hospital. ICU, surgery, in and out. I caught a flesh-eating bacteria. I had pneumonia. I had fluid in my chest cavity. My kid got sick and I got sick. Like shit, my kids get sick all the time. Nothing I can do about that. But that whole month, imagine, can you work if you're going in through surgery? Can you work if your body's breaking down? You can't work. But I realized then that I was like, man, you know what? If I ever had a doubt about why I built the team, this settled everything. By this time I had already had a handful of great partners, great team members. Everything ran.
That's amazing.
Everything ran. Now, for how long? I don't know. If I'm gone, I don't know. But by that time, the life insurance kicks in. My wife and kids are good.
Right.
But for that moment, like, shoot. And then, imagine I came out in December. I wasn't 100%.
Right.
And everything ran. And it still was the best year ever.
Dude, that's awesome. That's awesome, bro.
Yeah.
Now, Ryan, talking about team. I know team culture, building a great team is very important, obviously, to growing and scaling your business. My question to you is, how do you find good people? How do you find good talent? How do you find people that you can trust, man? Because I think growing a company, that's probably one of the biggest bottlenecks if you talk about like humans.
1000%. Look, then the first thing is that you got to cut yourself grace that you will make the wrong decision. You will make the wrong hire. I made a shit ton of wrong hires. I've lost a lot of money on the wrong hires. Okay, but I understand that business and life is not like a 1 year thing. You can have bad years, but if you live 100 years and you look back and you only had 5 bad years, that's only 5%. That's pretty good. 10%. 10 years bad. Okay,
Yeah.
still 10%.
And that's how you gotta look at it.
So if you understand that,
when you have
I think
a bad
it
year,
will
things
help
going
you
right. Oh God,
give yourself
it's
more
like,
grace
all right, but
when you
you
hire
hire
wrong
the
people.
last other 20 years.
And ultimately,
You know what I mean? Like you have
I
to
think
look
when it
at
comes
like,
down
that.
to it,
I feel the same way you feel. Like you always have to always
I think
look
it's
at
always
the
about
glass being
grit.
half full and not
it's
half
always about
Yeah.
like how good
Yes.
people attract good
empty. Not
people.
everything ain't gonna always be good.
And I learned
Especially
this.
if you're
this is how I
living,
interview
you're always
people
gonna run the problem.
This is one of the greatest way to figure out if somebody's going to be good or not. And I don't want to share it too much because sometimes now it allows people to learn it and then lie. But I learned this from a fellow friend. He told me in every interview, you start by asking this. Name 3 people in your life that you look up to and aspire to be. And then you let them list it off. My mom, Bill Gates, King K. Great. What are 3 attributes as to why you love them and want to aspire to be like them? Each one. They go, I love King because he's honest. He has high integrity, and the guy just works hard. Okay, great. Next person, my mom. She's loving, she's caring, and she always, is there for me when things are bad. Okay, next one, Bill Gates. Smart, giving back to the world and etc. And you go, okay, wow. But now what you realize is rather than say, describe to me who you are, and they can say all the good stuff, but rather than that, you actually get them to name the people that they love and they look up to, and then you describe why they look up to them. That's usually a good indicator of who they want to become.
Interesting.
So if they list those 3 things and they list the attributes, then and everything they've said, that's because they aspire to be that. And then at least now okay, he likes King because he's honest, hardworking. So that means this guy's probably going to be honest, hardworking, right? So that's one way. And, obviously we do predictive index tests to make sure that we put them in the right seat, right? And then I put them through a very rigorous probation. You don't have very much time to impress me. You only have like 2 weeks after that I kick you off. I fire very quick. Because now you have to back up everything that, these people that you aspire, now I have to see it 2 weeks.
Got it. Now, Ryan, how do you deal with failure and disappointment? Especially, obviously, you built a lot of companies. I'm sure you've gone through a lot of shit. My question is, how do you handle those moments?
You get better with time. It's still hard. I've had people leave recently and it broke my heart. I invested so much time, energy, and everything, but the best entrepreneurs, the people who are most successful learn to like snap out of it quick and move on.
That's right.
And I don't know a better way to learn that than to just go through it and try to snap out of it quick. And then when it happens to you, you know, and like everything in life, it happens to you one time, you're like, "Ow, it hurts so bad."
Right.
Second time, you're like, you know, third time, shit, I'm used to it. And I'll tell you this story. When I had the coffee shops back then, they used to get broken into a lot. You know, San Francisco and Oakland, god damn it, like the crime was rampant.
Mm-hmm.
Every time you used to break in 2, 3 in the morning, I used to wake up, run down there, call, you know, make the police report, try to board it up myself. Then tomorrow morning, call, like, you know, with whatever they stole, register, you have to replace it as fast as can.
Yeah.
The first time that happened, I was like, shit, woke up, panic. The second time, woke up, panic. By the 5th time, I'm like, man, fuck, I'll deal with this shit tomorrow. Seriously, I'm just like, I don't give a shit. They want to keep robbing, they just rob the whole goddamn store. I don't give a shit. Like, insurance gonna cover it. But the same thing, like every time you go through hardship, it's just, this too shall pass. Yeah. So I've been through a lot. People be like, man, Brian, you know, how can you be so happy? My contractor the other day asked me, said, how can you be so happy? We just failed inspection. I said, motherfucker, what am I gonna do? They're gonna mess up my day.
Yeah.
You know, like, move on, fix it and move on.
So good.
You know?
So Brian, have you ever thought about quitting? Anytime. Like during your whole entire entrepreneurship journey. Have you ever be like, you know what, man, I've made enough. You know what? Maybe I'll just call it done and be good and be content and not trying to push for more.
Never, I'll be honest, never decided to quit where I give up everything. Like that's going too far. I never thought to quit and say, I'm not gonna do nothing. No. Now, have there been instances in different industries where I'm like, you know what, maybe we should close up shop? Yes.
You good.
But never to the point where I'm like, I'm just gonna stop and go to Hawaii and not do entrepreneurship. I think that would be doing, and this is maybe a mindset thing, but
Sure.
that would be a disrespect to my grandma, my mom, my dad, who literally fled death to give me a better opportunity, and I'm gonna be a little bitch because I can't handle a little business. Come on, man. You know, but you see, like, you have to put yourself in perspective, and if you don't have perspective, then you better go borrow somebody else's perspective. I love history. I love understanding, you know, the genocides and everything like that. And it's not that I don't want to relive it. Trust me, I don't. But I'm able to put myself in other people's situation and what they've been through to realize that what I'm going through ain't shit. I'm a dreamer.
Yeah.
I can dream bad things too. Okay? And I'm like, dude, you got it good. Don't be a little bitch.
Now,
Well, dude, you know me. I can't, dude. Like, my dad will roll over in his fucking grave. He used to tell me stories. He fled from Vietnam. He had to go through Cambodia to get to Thailand to get to the refugee camp to leave.
right.
And he said one time they looked at his shirt tag.
Yep.
He was crossing. They caught him, and he knew a little Cambodia, so
Yep.
he was able to get by. But they said if they looked at the shirt and the shirt said "Made in Vietnam," they kill you on the spot.
Ooh.
And I said, you went through that so that I could live here? Nothing in business is that hard.
I mean,
Not for sure.
Brian, dude, you have made so much money to the point right now you can literally quit, retire, your family's taken care of, right?
Yeah.
Why push for more? Like why deal with, because the bigger you go for, there are going to be more headaches, more stress. You're going to deal with setbacks, more failures, disappointment. Okay, I understand when someone now. I just want to. I never ask any entrepreneur this questions because I really want to see. This is my first time asking this to you. Because you have gotten to the point now where, dude, you got a lot of money. Even if you stop now, life is good. Family's already taken care of.
There's a two-part to that.
Why push for more? More stress? For like what?
The first is, you know, life is unpredictable, and because I've already went through this health scare, I realized that you no matter how much money you have, it can go very quickly. The moment somebody's health fails, it could be mine, it could be my wife. You know, I already lost my grandma, but you know, like it gets very expensive. So if I stop, I think life will be great, but I'm not going to be delusional to say that, you know, my mom in her 70s, my grandma was 105. When we had paid for round the clock care for her, that was 9 months.
Gallbladder surgery back in February.
Okay, and like if I
went
stop
to,
today, it's like
surgery for
yes, I can live,
gallbladder
but there's
removed.
like my
And she
in-laws
was
are
very
getting
high
old too.
risk due to her
Let's say
sleep
all
apnea.
three of them
So
now
the
need
word
round the
was
clock care.
the surgery was the
999,
general
$27,000 a month.
And her
Okay. Now, what happens, right? Like, I'm gonna be like, okay, well, I might be okay. I might be
is she gonna make
maybe just get rid of the Porsche. I'll get rid of the G wagon.
It was a very
Sure.
high risk. Surgery that was
But Brian, now, I just thought of another question.
Yeah.
So would there be a number? So I understand. So then obviously now you're thinking it's not just about you, but it's about everyone that you love that you want them to take care of.
No.
So my question to you is, would there be a number where you're like, you know what? Once I hit this, I'm out. Like,
Hello?
I don't want to do the like. I don't want to wake up and I don't want to
Okay,
fight
hold on,
that
hold on.
anymore. I just want to enjoy my time with my family, just hang
It
out,
just
go
came
do
through where you
whatever
said
it is,
this
and just
text.
maybe just enjoy
Oh.
and build something not for the money, but just for fun.
Okay, that's true. I run a lot of scenarios in my head too, and that did cross my mind because, you know, we are in the process of selling one of the companies, and I will be really, really good. But here's the thing.
It's
I also realize that
351.
in life, I'm playing a game. I love the game.
351 466.
And can you imagine? Like, I'm a gamer. I used to play Grand Theft Auto. I played all that stuff. I tried recently, but I can't. I don't have the patience for it anymore. But, you know, I remember playing level 1, level 2, level 3. And it's only fun because it's like the next level gets a little harder, a little harder. But imagine if you go through life and you play level 1 your whole life.
It's true.
It gets boring.
True.
And it's the same thing. I know you diet a lot, right? And so that bowl of pho only tastes good because all the other meals were chicken breast and broccoli.
True.
It tastes sweeter.
True.
So I've tried, man. I actually did try. I used to go to Vietnam for a whole month. And I used to, you know, we not work. I'm like, no, just I can't do it.
No, I stayed up.
Because
I wanted to hear
a vacation is not a vacation anymore if that's your life.
Oh, okay.
And so I actually love, I love kind of the hardship because it makes the vacation that much sweeter. It makes the family time that much better. It makes everything that much better. And so,
then,
you know,
and that was towards like the end of my shift, the last hour. I left the
I
last
can't
hour
stop because I know it's gonna be boring.
I can't.
That's where depression comes from, obesity, stupid spending. Like, you know, if I'm working, bro, it's easy. And I don't work that much. I work 9:30 to 4:30.
I did not
Monday
go
through
back
Friday,
home
if
and
that.
lay down until like
Saturday, Sunday, all family time. Makes it better. What am I gonna do? My kid go to school anyway. What am I gonna do
and your anxiety
during the day?
like
So Brian, so okay. So you're telling
and then she
me,
went
even at
stay with her in the hospital.
I still work.
Straight.
right, but
And then
now,
she
okay.
finally-
So when I say work,
I finally calmed down and realized
it's like, are you now trying to be like, you know what? I gotta build a company that's gonna go not 100 million, but now I gotta hit
I
a
just
billion.
could not sleep because my anxiety was that
We're gonna try. Yeah.
Okay. But you, okay. So that would be.
That's me. I'm wired that way. But also, I think about like,
Yeah,
why not?
Yeah, like, I didn't
I'm
get
a
my
dreamer.
first that point one day that I
Now, the difference
Fuck that shit.
between me and let's say people who are more successful than me is that they will risk the 100 million
Right.
to gun for a billion and try to do it.
And going without never really bothering me, doing just like,
You know, I'm not.
because
$1
I
billion
like
is
to
a hard task. I think when I get to 100 million, then we'll talk about a billion. But it's like it's just a new game. But I will bet probably 50 million. Try to get to 400. And then when I'm at 400, I'll bet 200 to bet to a billion.
Eventually, like, I'm gonna get back up again and it's gonna be okay.
I don't bet the house.
I like that.
That way I don't have the crazy stress. Like, people stress out because they go all in.
Yes. Brian, talk about stress, man. I a lot of times when I talk to real estate investor, there's only two types. They either have more rentals than cash, or more cash than rental. It's really hard to find someone that have lots of cash, which is liquid cash in the bank, or they can sleep at peace, and then also has a bunch of rental. It's either one or the other. It's very rare that I find that one person has both. My question to you is, which would it be? Would you rather have a lot of cash or a lot of rentals? Or a lot of rentals and light cash, low cash?
Does it have to always be one or the other in life? Because I'll be honest with you, it's not one or the other for me. I have both. Right? I paid off a lot of my rental properties.
I got both. I got money and rentals.
Stable income. And I built a lot of businesses.
That's what I'm trying to be, people. I'm trying to get to that point where I got both money and rentals.
People don't have, the reason why people have a lot of rentals and no cash is because they never had a break year, or like they took a break and say, look, let's let this catch up a little bit, because they're so focused on like I gotta be worth 10 million, I gotta be worth 20 million.
Right.
I slowed down. I look at, if you were to look at my career cycle, I've always had one growth year, one coast year. Very weird. If you look at my income, my tax returns, it's always been like this. And so it's like growth year where it's like high leverage. I'm betting a lot. I'm putting a lot of investments in, and then the next year I reap the reward and I let the cash reserve build. Then the next year I go hard again. Then the next year I chill. It's always like that. And it took me. I've been working since I was like 20, technically 18. So it didn't happen overnight. It's like 16 years in the making. But, could I have been way wealthier? Probably. But there's also a chance I could have went all the way down. So just slow and steady.
So Brian, yeah. So how did you felt when you first made your 100,000? Like, do you still remember that, or things just happened so fast that you don't remember?
It happened pretty quick, but I think it was like maybe 23, 24. Maybe I was already making like hundreds of $1,000s.
Okay.
Not that hard in my market. You sell a couple homes at $20-some thousand commission, you're there. But
like Brian, like hitting that, does your life change much?
Dude, I drove a Honda Accord when I was making $500,000, and I lived in my wife's in-law paying my mother-in-law, who was her mom at the time, we weren't married yet, $500, and I was making $500,000. Like, don't tell me like delayed gratification. I did that shit. So don't people say like, try to look at me and blame me for all the nice shit I have. I'm like, bitch, I was living broke when I was rich. And it's like, how long can you do that? You see, everybody says they can do it, but it's hard when your friends who make less than you, drive better shit than you, taking a better vacation than you, eating better than you, living better than you. But it's like, but you have to know, like, what is the goal? What is the dream? And I can see myself. I saw myself today, 10 years ago. This is like, I can already envision my life. Like, I'm gonna be chilling. I'm gonna drive this car, live in this house, this neighborhood, everything. Like, I can see it already. So it didn't matter. I could block out the noise, And I have to block out the noise. I don't know how hard it is. I got these kids, man, they fucking don't make no goddamn money. They're a better car than me. And like they I don't know how the fuck they fly in first class everywhere they go. You know what I mean? I'm like, so you kind of like, damn, try flex on them real quick, but then you gotta go, no.
Because people use
I'm chilling. I'm in my own lane, man.
They don't
I'm
care
happy.
about being in debt.
So Brian, I know San Francisco it's expensive to live there. So my question to you is, so when you hit that $1 million, does it change much? Like, do you feel like, man, I'm a millionaire, or does life still, or is everything pretty much the same? Because I remember when obviously when I was broke and thinking, man, I don't think I ever had a dream of becoming a millionaire.
Yeah.
But I remember, man, dude, if I ever have 100,000 in my bank, bro, I'll be like, dude, I'll be like, goddamn, right? So to me, it's for you is that once you hit that million mark, because I know a lot of people that's what they fantasize about, right? Is being a millionaire and hitting that $1 million. Like, does life change a lot for you?
I'm gonna say if I was single, no, but having kids, it does. Oh God, kids are expensive. At one point, my kids' daycare was $5,000 a month, $200 a month.
Jeez.
Yeah, 2,500 a kid. And so you do need to make a certain amount here, and still sustain, like be able to go out and eat and everything like that. Have the cleaners, have the nanny, and all that stuff. So it does matter, yes. When I started making $1 million a year, the thing is that even when I was making $1 million a year, I didn't feel like it was enough because I'm self-employed. So even though I made $1 million, you get taxed hard. Obviously, you buy rental properties and try to defer and save money on taxes. But I never look at the money as mine, because if I make $1 million, let's say I get to keep 600. I try to live on nowadays, like, God, my monthly expenses is like $40,000-$50,000. Like, it's kind of nasty, but whatever. And then it's like everything else I have to think about. Okay, I need to hire Mia. I need to hire PJ, my videographer. Like, these are investments that they come out of my pocket. You know what I mean?
Those are so fucking high, and then BG&E and shit. Like, BG&E is what really is the killer, bro.
Short answer, your life changes.
Right.
Long answer, when you're in my shoe, you're always trying to invest and build the next thing.
That don't care.
You know?
Making
But
bread.
don't get me wrong. Like I said, I spend $40,000-$50,000 a month.
They making bread. It's
not
people
bad,
making 30,000 a month.
So it doesn't matter.
They don't care.
Well, I mean, a lot of you that's watching this too is, I get a lot of people too that ask this question, Brian, like they want to get into
you're
real
always
things,
gonna feel like
start their
the world's
business up,
closing in on you.
but they are right.
Don't be a little
How
bitch.
to
Put yourself in my shoe.
Love it.
You may have a mom and dad that fled Vietnam, but hey, somebody did. And a lot of people go through hard times right now. You know how many people will kill to be in your to even have the option to start. You got people in freaking Iran right now, freaking in the dark. You got people in Israel, freaking the whole country's blown apart.
Yeah.
And you want to be a little bitch?
You be a little bitch.
Get him.
That's it. Just make it extreme. Yes, I'm sorry, it's extreme. But the only way to take massive action is if you go in the extreme route. Because obviously, Kang over here telling you can do it, and me telling you can do it, ain't doing it. So go extreme. People would kill to be in your shoes.
Man, Brian, dude, I remember spending time with Brian, man, and this cat, man, he got some cool ass stories that we obviously don't have time to share on this show. So, Brian, how can people go learn more about you, what you do, all that, Brian?
You can find me on TikTok, Instagram, or YouTube, Mr. Brian Tran. That's MrBriantTran. Connect me there. I'm always active on Instagram. I'll message you. We'll chat.
Love it, Brian. Also, too, I know that you usually run. Like, how often do you run like in person? Like, it's like a meetup. Like they can go there and meet you in person and learn.
I actually bumped it up after talking to you. So we do a monthly happy hour.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, we do a monthly happy hour first Thursday in San Francisco, and then I do a big kind of meetup every quarter.
Okay.
I call it Flip to Riches. Flip your real estate, flip your mind, change your life.
Love it. All right, if you guys want to go there, I'm telling you, man, if you guys want to learn from someone who actually been through it, done the experience, right? A good teacher, a good mentor, check my guy Brian out. And obviously you can go there, follow him on Instagram, YouTube, TikTok, Facebook, everywhere. Brian, I appreciate you taking the time to jump on and do this with me, man. And bro, this has been an absolutely Dude, this is the badass interview, man. Thank you so much.
Appreciate it. Thank you.
Thank you so much for dropping so much bomb, Brian.
Thank you. Thank
Have a
you.
good one, bro. All right. Okay. Now that we're over, so I appreciate each and every single one of you. Go give my boy Brian a follow, and I promise you, you won't regret it, dude. This cat drops a lot.
Your home projects need expertise, and finding the right pro for each project can be overwhelming. Thumbtack has everything your home needs, all in one place. We can quickly match you with the right top-rated pro in over 500 categories, so you can tackle all your home projects with confidence. Thumbtack, we know homes. Hire the right pro today in the greater LA area.
Car's ready.
Ready already?
Already ready.
It's already ready. Already ready.
Ready already.
Ready already?
Get
There
a
you
quick,
go, man.
quality
If I
15-minute
answer with
oil
the air.
change service and more in a jiffy.
Well
In
done.
and out in a jiffy.
Hey, you good, bro? You good.
I feel like I've been working in restaurants and eating in restaurants my entire life. Diners, back when they had the jukebox in the individual booth, playing songs like Mariah Carey, By Her, Boys to Men. They had all kinds of shit, Dolly Parton. I remember it all. The kitchen started my journey of wanting to have sex. And I don't know, it's not exactly how it happened, but it's like when a bird does a weird dance and shows their yellow feathers and then shakes their ass like 5 times to the left and to the right. Cooking was my little dance. It feels that's just how it goes with my zodiac sign. We always get enchanted and then bored, and then re-enchanted. I am obsessed because I've been doing the same thing again for a long time, and it's time to really, get back to what's in my dear heart of mine. I want to be in there serving people, creating a community, creating a little atmosphere, the way I see it. A place where you could have a dagger party or a quinceañera. I've enlisted the help of 2 friends of mine, my man Russ and my man Nick. I don't know what's going on, honestly. We're just practicing. I'm just expressing myself in the purest form is how it's coming out. And time will tell to introduce it the way that it needs to be introduced. This is Road to the Restaurant.
So this is his first time we did it?
First time ever.
Eight employees, bro.
We'll get it.
AB's in my head.
We were in my man Billy Durden's test kitchen. It's a beautiful place to practice things. There's all the equipment. Go there a little late at night. Who knows what's gonna happen? Just having fun. This is like getting together with your friends and drawing. I don't know if you like that. I like that. How you feel? This is our argument. We gathered some of the most talented men I know to embark on a brand new mission. We're here R&Ding all kinds of flavors, man. My brother Billy allowed us to use this incredible space. He is a brother to me, but a mentor in many ways. He shows me a lot of fun things, and we spend fun times together. Fucking Nick Testa, this motherfucker won Chopped. Chopped Champions in the building. And of course, young Russ in the building. Nah, I want an apron. I've known Russ for a while now. He was working for Michael White at the time, and I met him. He's like a fucking, I don't know, he's like Bernie Williams. He's just an all-around gazelle. Nick is his man's. And I was having like a thing at the San Gennaro Feast, so fuck That's Delicious Festival. And honestly, it would have been a shit show if Russ didn't show up. Got things done, helped me out big time, Nick showed up. These guys both run restaurants. And I don't know, they just, I like chilling with them, they're cool. Cool guys.
Marriott marinated feta cheese wings. We marinated them in the liquid of the feta cheese. Salt, pepper, and some garlic. We'll do kind of like a rotisserie chicken.
Yeah, I want it all. We just look at it.
You want to fry some croquettes
Yes,
down
I
there?
do, sure. We got all these croquettes prepared, the smoked sujuk, and that's feta cheese, lemon zest, potato olive oil. Wow. A little fried bite is always beautiful. A croquette form is a beautiful way to pack a lot of punch. It's appetizing. For sure, yes, croquettes will be on the type of menu that's being written. Those are clean. Look at those beauties. This one is feta cheese, lemon. This one is smoked beef sujuk. This is what you want to do when you're doing R&D. You want to see this. Look at this.
Wow. It smells like a calzone. So we made a bechamel with the trim of the sujuk. That's perfect.
Man, that fucking, the bits of, like, the large pieces of potatoes. Really cool. Yeah.
And the sujuk. Whoa. You want to taste fish?
Fuck, Lord of mercy. That's the exo? Billy was fucking around, you know, we were all high. And he made a fucking, this crazy ass fish. I believe it was a bronzino with an exo sauce that his chef from Red Hook Tavern made. Bun. Fire.
No, I chefs ever. Yeah, but this is like a couple of his dishes put together.
That makes me feel like a natural woman right there.
Oh. Right. You want to try to roll a beef leg?
Yeah. This is my mother's like challah dough. That's what we make in the bread with.
Like that?
Kind of like that. My grandmother used to make these little croissant things called kiflet. We put a piece of feta cheese and then roll it and you press it, stretch it a little bit.
Oh, so they're not big or not like
No, they're
large.
smaller ones. They're
Okay.
smaller ones. And just fill it. Something like that. Like little bite size.
Those are the most dangerous.
Let's get dangerous.
Alright, I'll make a couple more.
When I went to go visit her for the first time in Macedonia, she sent me home with a bag of them. They fucking took them from me at the airport because they knew what the fuck it was, and they ate it. Straight up.
That's crazy. They confiscated.
They confiscated the kifla.
Jackson, you want to fry chicken? We can do that from start to finish.
No GH. Who can say no to a cutlet? I'll fucking cut somebody for a cutlet. Another bitch I've been working on. Chicken Milanese. Look at the crunch on that bitch. With a modified Persillon, which is like caper, garlic, parsley, lemon, strong, pungent, herby, salsa verde on a good ass piece of fried cutlet.
Little parm on it.
Hit it hard. My approach to schnitzel is that you beat it up so you have the tenderness of the beaten up flesh, but you encapsulate it into crust, and it's just a fucking blank canvas for crack. Not bad, huh? You feel good getting that? Eat it. That's something magical happens, and then you top it with something very herbaceous, piquant, zesty. These all been conceptualized for fucking 40 years in my mind, right?
But they say something like that. 20 years and become an overnight sensation.
It's like a lot of things, like bodyboarding. I spend a lot of time in the water, but I'm spending a lot of time thinking about what I want to do. To be able to execute, you have to really execute it within your own mind first.
Salchipapas, hot dogs, french fries, mayo ketchup with cabbage salad.
What I'm doing here is I'm cutting them, so when these dogs fry up, they're gonna open up and they're gonna look like fucking little octopus. Love this shit.
Hot dogs are ready to fry.
Yes, sir.
Hot dogs will start curling. Little octo dogs.
This is gonna go on top of the salchipapas. This is straight up Colombian Corona Queens right here. I've never seen salchipapas served with a fresh salad on top, unless you're outside of the fucking Science Museum in Corona.
That's so good.
Really? Yeah, it's like a
Andy Ricker, Pop Pocky.
fresh thing.
Yeah.
See, that's what it's about, dude.
Oh my god. That is a crazy dish now.
They came out so good, these little
A little
films.
octo, yeah.
So plop it out on the side, and then to get healthy. I think little rib tips would be dying in there also.
Need that little wood fork.
Nathan's fork.
Yeah.
I like a little oh yeah.
Oh, wait, one second. Let me see about that.
Oh yeah.
What is this one?
This is fresh sujuk. Instead of doing merguez and frites, do sujuk and frites with Chinese mustard and. It needs more than mustard on this one.
Needs more Vegas mustard or more?
Than mustard. Too much clove.
Too much? Okay.
Other than that, unreal.
Now, like, if you were to case it and smoke it, would the flavor change?
I wouldn't ever case it. Really?
No? You could put it on like a kebab,
Yeah.
right?
I would literally cook them on the kebab
On the skewers.
and then like when you put it in the bread,
Peel it off like that, yeah. Yep.
we'll just smoke them to get this flavor for you. We'll do that next time.
Lots of fun here.
It's really coming together.
Very psyched about this stuff, man.
You want to put these burgers or put it around?
There ain't no Red Hook Tavern burger, I'll tell you that.
It's just an old day, or an ode, depending on which part of America you're from, to a classic, the teriyaki burger from Forest Hills. As seen before, I thought that's delicious. Originally comes on a Kaiser roll. I replaced that for Mama's challah recipe with unhulled, beautiful sesame seeds raw. That gives a tremendous je ne sais quoi accent.
Gorgeous. The special sauce that I can never tell anybody right here. There's that money maker right here. Caramelized onion. Jalapeno jam. There's also an option to add bacon jam for more thorough diagnostics. So you can see layers of diagnostic situations here. We have jalapeno jam, we have the sauce, the cheese, the bacon jam, all that good. I can't tell you what it is. Man, try it. Tell me what you feel. Tell me what you feel inside.
Bacon jams. Mayo.
Feel good? I can taste that little crazy, bro. I'm not really sure what I would add to it. I don't know what piece of meat gives the different taste of properties. What could be added to make more delicious? Just chunk.
Every great burger you feel.
Yeah, of course. Yeah, beauty.
Alright, what do you want to do from rice salad? Jasmine or red jasmine?
Do a little mix of both. I trust you. You want chop with this. So I'm saying that sounds fucking crack right there, baby. Look at that.
Crispy rice, cabbage, cilantro, red onion, scallion.
Is this the same dressing as you made last time?
Lime, tamarind, culantro, like Italian fish sauce, and chili sauce.
Can I take a picture?
Yeah, go ahead.
Cabbage? Yeah.
I mean, with or without protein. Like, you can put any protein on it, but I think even just without it.
Yeah, we made a couple of, look, dealing with a bunch of pros here. These things get made quickly. Was this tuna killed Ikejime? Yeah. Let me give you a little squash to that. The wasabi. It's a little spackle. Please.
Really?
I love that. It's a little fun. A little fun in the sun.
Nice. See that?
You can hear those
Yeah, we
motherfuckers.
YouTube Live. YouTube Live. Again, look, I'm telling people, do not wait until second Christmas come to get your hair cut. Now, you want to know what second Christmas is? Second Christmas is Mother's Day. That's Sunday. That's the second most holiday where people buy the most gifts. And I'm telling people, it's going to be a busy weekend because it's Mother's Day. Don't wait till Saturday come and it's all busy and you want to come in the shop and want to be next. And don't think that I'm working on Sunday because I'm not working on Sunday. You better come to the barbershop now. 641 Bel Air Road, the Cut Lounge. Go to thecutlounge.com and book your appointment. Oh, I'm still recording. Well, I'm saying peaceful.
Wait, hold on. Let's just display all the desserts we have.
Let me take
Different
a
cookies,
quick
different
pick.
sorbets. This looks fucking. Hold on. Let's do it. Nah. This. If I'm filming this, because we spend so much time filming everybody else before doing anything. This is what I wanted to do with my life, and I have to do this with my life now. This is just day one. This is all fucking around.
Cool.
There's a strong possibility you'll never see this again.
We're all happy to be on this journey with you, cuz.
I love you, bro. I fucking love you, man. This was all just like shooting jump shots at the park. There's much more thought things and much more focused plans ahead. Thank you so much as always, my bro. Who knows what the next step in this journey is gonna be? But I'll tell you this: chicken cutlet will always be there.
Good afternoon.
A chicken cutlet will be on any menu ever that I open, anything. The motherfucking cutlet's on the menu right now. I've been practicing many items.
No, this is somebody's
I'm just gonna make a whole bunch of shit that I want to sell. I have a nice menu written out. I'm just gonna display a couple of the items today on camera. Bro, this is not rocket science. You know, I'm over here cooking things that are in my soul. We got a fucking shawarma, like a doner. I don't even know what to call it. It's just like stacked meat on top of each other that's gonna be burnt in front of fire. Some eggplant pepper situation, some cheese, sujuk and eggs. Oh my god. We're gonna eat like gentlemen. What I'm trying to do, I'm driving and thinking. This allows me my time to just gather myself and my thoughts and come up with sick ass shit in front of Major World Auto on Northern Boulevard. You wanna get White Castle? Introducing Mike's Lemons. 3 unique characters, 1 unmatched flavor.
¿Es que Walmart tiene express delivery tan rápido como una hora? ¿Quién diría? Perfecto, si van al cumple de una amiga y se les olvidó el regalo. Listo, va a llegar justo a tiempo. Walmart Delivery, your real BFF. Todo lo que no sabías del Walmart que conocías.
Turn 30?
Yeah. For a limited time, step into a universe where even more immersive fandom comes alive at Universal Fan Fest Night. Discover new experiences featuring the best of sci-fi, fantasy, gaming, and anime. Get your tickets now at UniversalStudiosHollywood.com. Select nights starting April 23rd.
Room for 6 full-size passions. A car that doesn't elevate everyone's experience. It's a car that stops short of amazing.
I don't know how much they charge, but I think I got mine.
With Smart Search, find a home that's right for you on redfin.com. They're asleep. You miss them again.
It's a dude I met in the motherfucking...
The right home is closer than you think.
Push it up with a commute.
Redfin. Own the dream.
It's always good to know your guy or your gal, whether it's the butcher, the baker, the candlestick maker, whatever it is. Hi, and hello. Me and Rosario are 2 peas in the pod. I love him and his God bless him. Jesus. I need some good ricotta, please. The man knows his sports. He also knows his cold cuts and his cheese. He also knows his pizza. Oh my God, I can't handle it. And the rest of the Italian, Sicilian products that we present to his store.
I'm about to get for it.
Whenever I need to go.